Learn Excel from MrExcel Podcast episode 2448. How can we randomly generate 6 letters B, P, B, P, P, B? Hey, welcome back to the MrExcel Netcast. Completely easier one today from John Doe on YouTube. Randomize the letters B and P in a sequence of 6. So it could be 6B, 6 Ps, or any combination thereof. And I'm sure there's many different ways to do this, but as soon as I looked at this, I said, well, that looks like binary to me. Instead of zeros and ones, we have B's and P's, so that's how I approached it. How many letters are in the sequence? We just use the repeat function, repeat the number 1 6 times to get the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. That in decimal is a great old function called bin to dec, binary to dec, bind to dec. That is 63, so that means the numbers 0 through 63 will generate all combinations that we need. I also could have done that with 2 to the 63rd, or 2 to the 6th, which gets me 64. And subtract 1. So either one of those will work, all right? So to randomly generate some numbers, I used, in this case, RANDBETWEEN. Later we'll use RANDARRAY. So random number between 0 and 63, and then I want to convert that decimal number, that decimal 45, into a binary string. And thanks to Mordecai up in Long Island, who passed along this great trick, the base function. So I want the number 45 represented in base 2, which is binary, and then forcing the number of digits to appear. That argument is a beautiful argument. I make sure that we get 6 digits, so I'm pointing back to the 6 in A3 there. All right, so now I have, almost solved it, right? Although it doesn't look like what John Doe is looking for, but we're really close. I use the substitute function to change each 1 to a B, and then from that, I use the substitute function to change each 0 to a P, and now I'm generating the B's and P's. Of course, I don't want to have this whole range here, so just putting everything together. We start off with the RAM between 0 and 63, run that into the base function to generate a 6-digit string in binary, substitute each 0 for a B, substitute each 1 for a P, and this is now a formula that I can copy and generate a bunch of such letters, right? So I'll just paste. And now every time that I press F9, I'm getting a new combination. Here's a couple of interesting alternatives. What if I want to generate every combination of these letters? So the sequence, 64 rows, 1 column, starting in 0. That'll generate the numbers 0 to 63 and run that whole dynamic array into the substitute base. That gets them in order. So think about 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 through 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Right? But if you wanted to take those 64 and randomly organize them, send that whole thing into the sort by, and sorting by a random array of 64. All right. What if the 6 letters was just an example? What if you wanted 4 or 8 or something like that? So it's easy to take this and kind of customize it a little bit. So I can put how many numbers I want to see, 4, even 8, 12, 20. Of course it doesn't work with 20 because we don't have that. Well, we have exactly that many rows in Excel, and I have 2 headings up here. So I guess 19 is the largest we could do. Even that's going to be a big number, but not that bad. All right. Yeah, that's an amazing formula right there. That one formula is generating 500,000 answers and then sorting them pretty quickly. What do we do here? The number of letters in the sequence is stored in A3, and I had to put that 2 to the A3rd there inside the sequence. Also A3 as the number of digits to generate. And then out here, there were 3 places I had to put in the reference to A3. Inside the sequence, number of digits to generate, and then out here, the RANDARRAY, 2 raised to the A3rd power. Hey, if you like these videos, please down below, like, subscribe, ring the bell. Feel free to post any questions or comments down in the YouTube comments below. I want to thank John Doe for sending that question in. I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you next time for another Netcast from Mr. Excel. Let's hear you, Nancy.